Previously on Perspective is Everything. This rod, or some may say a magic wand, was carried by the Greek god Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great. A magic wand? A rod of snakes? Come on, guys. Where do they come up with this stuff? It sounds like some Harry Potter stuff, really. Wait a minute. Rod? Snakes? That's interesting. Hey, did you know Moses in the Bible also carried a rod? He used it to perform miraculous events. He traveled down to Egypt and spoke to the Pharaoh, demonstrating the powers that were endowed to him by God, using this magic rod. Yeah, I remember the now. Moses, magic wand, a rod of healing and medicine. Moses with a rod that he transformed into a serpent. All these mythological gods. I have a question for you. Let's say, hypothetically, we just so happen to have lived during this period of time. And let's say, hypothetically, you were someone that believed in the magic wand of healing. My question to you is, what would you call me? What would you call this practice of healing that was just performed? I don't know what you would call it, but I do know what the medical science and pharmaceutical industries would call it. They'd call it the placebo effect. Is it sorcery? Or is it ancient science? Our body itself. Why such a significant symbol that holds deep esoteric connections to ancient scriptures? Well, I'm going to tell you. It has everything to do with a specific and wonderfully made system in the human anatomy, the temple of the living God. I'm referring to none other than our endocrine messenger system. Yes, you heard that correct. The body's chemical messenger network. But you're going to have to join me for the next video in this series as I continue to decode the symbolism of Jacob's ladder and the endocrine messenger system. Messengers. There it is again. Angels. Weird. Welcome back. Quite the journey we've been on, wouldn't you say? I'd say we're getting about halfway up this ladder of a riddle. The last time we joined me, I shared with you the meaning in the name angels translates as messenger. I stated how I wondered, where did the idea of wings of an angel come from? Wings on an angel going up and down the stairway. Again, angels on a ladder. Who comes up with this stuff? Do these angels not fly? Why do they need to walk up and down a stairway, a ladder? I really need to emphasize and remind you that the scriptures are portraying multi-dimensional symbolism. Symbolisms of the physical, metaphysical, biological, and the universal energy present throughout all life in the universe. With that statement, I also need to say what I've revealed so far is only the physical ladder of Jacob, the body of man. There is another greater ladder in this multidimensional symbolism that illustrates the bigger picture. The picture of the mosaic artwork, the great and marvelous creation that we're all living in. I can't emphasize this enough, so please keep that in mind. The great mosaic will eventually reveal itself as we journey along in this series. It just goes to show the level of esoteric wisdom encoded within this riddle. So please understand, what I'm about to share with you has been kept secret for a very long time, longer than we truly know. So please pay close attention and understand that this information, in my opinion, is meant for all of humanity. So with that being said, I'm just going to come right out and say it. Heaven is symbolism for the brain, the mind, in which he, Jacob, met God. The wings on an angel? Are you ready for it? No, it's not symbolism for the wings at golden corrals in heaven. Trust me, already checked. There are no wings on the menu in this riddle. The wings of an angel? Well, it's symbolism for the brain. A left hemisphere and a right hemisphere of the brain. Hence, two wings, two sections positioned on either side of the body, or to use another term as commonly used in today's social circles, the bicameral mind. So with that out of the way, no, there are no winged-like humans that are floating around in space waiting for us in the sky. We've all been bamboozled. We've been lied to. We've been played the fool. We've all been intentionally led astray, but I'm here to encourage you to ask questions. For the second part of the symbolism of angels, again, the word angels translates meaning messenger. What are the messengers? Well, for that, I'd like to introduce you to the body's endocrine messenger system. The endocrine messenger system, also known simply as the endocrine system, is made up of glands that produce and secrete hormones into the bloodstream. So what are the angels? Well, they're symbolism for the hormones that are released from heaven, the brain, down into earth, the body. Hence, the angels of the Lord visiting earth. The word endocrine comes from the Greek word endo, meaning within, and crine, meaning to separate or secrete. Secreting internally into the blood or lymph, or relating to an endocrine gland or its secretion. The sacred secretion may not make much sense to you now, but I'll connect this dot for you later down the road in another video. But you know what? It's time we give credit to where credit is due. I'm going to first begin with the past and then discuss the present version of the endocrine messenger system. For far too long have we been told about all these wonderful discoveries in modern medicine. All the discoveries in ancient Greek and Roman religion, mythology, and science. We've been told all these wonderful discoveries have originated simply on their own. I want to be very clear though in that statement, I mean no disrespect to any of those past cultures. I view each of these cultures just as a different perspective of a similar story. For anyone that has studied ancient mythology, ancient scriptures, and are able to decode the esoteric symbolism, knows these cultures was not the first. What I'm about to reveal to you is what I believe is a first depiction in ancient artifacts, or at least has been shared to the general public. I say what I believe because I've yet to hear anyone else offer this theory that I'm about to share and offer you to hear today. So in some ways, this is world-breaking news I'm here to share with the family. The first it's ever been said out of the internet. As I told you, I'm going to just start saying these things. The imagery depiction of the symbolism of what I'm going to show and reveal to you has been spoken of from different perspectives, which there still has not been a unanimous consensus on what this symbolism is actually saying. Today, I offer to you my own. I'd like to introduce you to what is known as the ancient Sumerian depiction of the Tree of Life. From my perspective, the bigger illustration of this depiction is actually symbolism of the endocrine messenger system, as well as the functions of the human anatomy. As I've said, many have offered their theories on the illustration being depicted. Some say this is an ancient source of electricity. Others say it's a tree of life from the events of Adam and Eve in the garden. I won't debate these theories, as I do believe there is truth in them, which I do support. However, I'm now going to offer a view of the bigger and more complete illustration of the items being symbolized in this picture. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to hear more, then click this link for the extended version of this video. Or you could click this link to watch one of my other videos where I decode other ancient scriptures, including those in the Bible, that reveals our human anatomy, the temple of the living God. I have plenty more to share and a lot to decode. Please like, comment, and subscribe and join the channel. I'll see you in the next video. I'm the Pi Within.